There we go. Yep, this one's on now. So if you hear the sound change, we'll just see how that goes. I'm curious to see what the difference is myself. So yeah, that's why I did that. But let me wash my face here. I got all wet. Taking my Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements cube, shave cube. I forget what the name of this one is, but it's like it's a food scent thing here. So was it gourmand? That's what they call that, gourmand scent. And I wanted a gourmand scent just because I really just haven't been into gourmand stuff. So I was like, I wanted to try one. It reminds me a lot of like pie. I can smell like pumpkin pie and apple pie out of that. That's what I get out of it. Still prepping my beard. 2 days growth, as usual. I don't shave on Fridays. I work from home on Fridays, so I get away with that. My days in the office can vary through the week, but I'm always home on Fridays. Well, I won't say always. 99% of the time, I'm home on Fridays for sure. And once through the week too, it's like, yeah, they're pretty good with that where I work. So yeah, thank you, boss. Now my boss, I don't think he even knows I have this channel. A few people at work do. I've shared it with a few. All righty, here we go. Now, if you've got a non-gray beard and maybe a lighter beard too, yeah, you don't have to maybe necessarily do all this. I've been pushing the wash your face first for years, but yeah, I'm mellowing out. It's my old age. Yeah, if you can get by with just wetting the face or pressing the hot cloth against your face, great. But for me, what really suits my face is washing it first. It just preps it up nice, cleans it, of course, which I like too. Just make sure it's fresh and clean. And now this is there. So now I'm ready to do this. So I'm going to open this little container here. Okay, of course, it's pushed to one side. So obviously it's shipped like on its side here when it shipped to me. Because this is a soft cream. So that's what that is. So yeah, that's what they're saying. A nickel's worth, which of course translates to what we say in the shaving industry as a almond size. So to me, it's kind of the same thing. So I'm just going to go in. Oh yeah, it's very soft. Good enough here. That looks... Maybe that's a little excessive, but that's what I'm going with. Yeah, that's scooped out. Yeah, I better put some of this back. I want to have some of this for giveaway too. Yeah. So there, that's what's going to be left in that. Because what I do is I use 1 scoop's worth out of this container, and now this container gets set aside for the next giveaway. I've got one now that I just actually have to draw the winner, which I'm going to do later today. I've been working a lot of overtime and stuff, so I didn't get to do it this week during the week. I thought I was going to do, but I didn't get to do that. So yeah, that's today's job, is to record the giveaway. So it's already closed. You can't get it on now. If you enter now, it's not going to count because it's like it's still a small entrance. So yeah, I'm going to disqualify anything after 10:30 a.m. last Saturday when it closed. There we go. I gave it 2 shakes and a squeeze. Now let's just kind of put that in there. And that spoon goes back in the sink, and of course I'm going to wash that afterwards. So there we go. So I just kind of popped it in the brush. See what happens. 2 shakes and a squeeze worth. Oh, that soap has a coolness to it. Scent. Oh, we didn't go over the soap. Yeah, the soap. The Urban Woods. The scent profile is cedar, bergamot, and tobacco. And yeah, very, very more woodsy, earthy, scented, not sweet. So if you're looking for a change of pace of something that just doesn't have the sweetness to it, yeah, this is working. Kind of liking the combination of those 3. Keeping it simple. That's cedar wood, the bergamot, and the tobacco, a little bit of tobacco. I think it's giving it a little of the edge. The tobacco is giving it a little bit of edginess that I like. Being a cigar smoker myself, yeah. But I'm not really getting not getting that out there. Tobacco-wise, it's not real heavy, we'll put it that way. I'm going to dip my tips of the brush in the sink. Just a tip. So there we go. Just to lighten this up a little bit. A little dry going on that first application, a little dry. So yeah, and of course the water will liven up the soap and the slickness and all that, get that glycerin going. There we go. I think I've whipped this up enough for it. Should give me 2 more passes with ease. But of course, you're not seeing a lot on the outside. It's all like really on the inside. You see that because I've face lathered instead of bowl lathering, which really puts a lot of it on the outside when you bowl lather. Okay, so that was a bit dry. So it wasn't as drippy. I mean, when you face lather versus bowl lather, yeah, it's always drippy a little bit. This was just minimal drippy. So yeah, I definitely was a little dry that first application there. So I had to definitely put water on it. Warming up the razor. And of course, before I start shaving, let's just take a minute just to show you this. Let's see, with wet hands, let me dry off my hands, see if that works a little better. There we go. I'm just spinning it just to show you how you load the blade. You screw up in the bottom and see how that turns sideways to make it nice and easy to get in there. And there's a couple of magnets. I think they're like one of the first ones to do that. A couple of magnets. Of course, the blade stayed with the top lid there. So let's put that down. I want to put that like that. Come down. I'm going to just take that off the top lid. I don't want that on there. Get off of there. There we go. I want to show you. Let me scroll that back up. Make sure that's sitting properly. There we go. There's a couple of pins, one on each end that holds that little notch in the razor blade nice. And I've hurt myself on this razor before too. That's why I'm being real particular about making sure this is sitting in there well, because I didn't one time and it hurt me, and it was this razor. So yeah. And it's not an aggressive razor, but it was not in there right, and it's like a little wonky, and I didn't pay attention. So yeah, that was on me. But no, that's on there now. Nice. There we go. I find this can loosen up a little bit too, so I like to make sure I really squeeze it down good, snug it up nice. There we go. So let's get that warmed up again. There we go. Now we're ready to start pass 1 with the grain. Of course, you notice the mustache is coming in. It's about 9 days growth. I started growing it last Thursday. So last Friday was the first day I didn't shave. And I didn't shave last Saturday when I videoed, because I got a little razor burn right here, and then I got a little cold sore right here. So I was just letting those heal up. I'll probably let it go another week, or maybe I'll start growing the goatee here a little early. We'll see. Haven't decided. There we are. This is shaving well. Of course, single edge, you do rinse out a little bit more. And this razor does take a half a DE blade. So you just snap it in half, super easy. I've shown it before. You've seen it on other videos. If you're new, you'll come across it. But super easy. You don't buy the half blades because it's just too stinking easy just to snap one in half. It is really is so easy. And for me, half a blade for me, it goes 2 days, because a regular full blade will go 4 days because I'm using both sides. And when I've only got one side to use, 2 days. That's what I do. You can go longer, some people do, but that's what I enjoy. And in fact, early in the week, the first 2 shaves were on an Astro blade, and right now I got the Gillette Silver Blue, my favorite blade, in there. So that's what's in there now. Don't know if I didn't point that out earlier. So here we go. Pass 1 is done. Let's lather up for pass 2. And I'm just going to dip the tips in the water again. It's a wet lather is a slicker lather. So just making sure it's not too dry. When it feels dry in your face, it's too dry. You got to add water. And this is feeling a little dry, so yeah, let's definitely add a little water to that. But yeah, lathers up real well. I mean, real well. I'm just very pleased with the lather. That's thick. That is super thick on there. Could be a little moisture still. In fact, let's do that. Why not? Just because I can, I want to show you. So I'm just dipping the tips in again. Just barely dip the tips in. There we go. There we go. Let thin that out. Yeah, some water. Here we go. When I'm seeing it thin out a little bit, that tells me there's enough water in there. There we go. That's how you tell. It's like when you're starting off, it's like, what do you tell? How do you know? You just over years, I've been doing this for 15 whatever plus years. So you learn, but really you learn fast. And you'll make mistakes, and that's really how you're going to learn fast. When you start cutting yourself, yeah, you learn quick with that. Let's put that down. All right, rinse my hand off. Here we go. Warm the razor again. Pass 2 is across the grain. The trick is to have enough water in the soap without having way too much where it's super drippy. But if you're not bowl lathering, it should be a little drippy. It should. You know, there's enough water in the brush and in the soap and it's a little drippy. So yeah, when you bowl lather, it tends to absorb that in more and uniformly, you know, put it around the brush better so it doesn't drip as much when you bowl lather. And I like bowl lathering. I like taking the extra step. And yes, it's an extra step. It takes an extra minute or two. Probably takes about a minute longer. So you're still, because well, after that, you kind of spread down your face. And if you've already washed your face is already prepared. If you haven't done that, and some people will do the brush lather to prepare the face as well. And I just don't like it. It still doesn't work quite as good as me washing my face first. But that's a me thing. You know, it's like you do what you want to do. Pass 3, let's lather up. I've been good about not coming across the mustache this week, so you know I haven't been forgetful that way, so that's good. If you want to grow it, you got to not shave it. Worse to live by. Yeah, I want to do that giveaway later today. I would definitely want to get that drawing because it's a week later now. Because I gave it a week to close. Now here it is a week later before I'm finally getting around to the giveaway. So that's going to be done today. Because I've got it all in the envelope. It's ready. The envelope's not sealed, but it's in the envelope, so I can show you one more time when I do the giveaway. But then after that, I'm going to seal the envelope and wait for the address from the winner. And there will be like a runner-up. That's kind of what I did last time. Since I'm using the dice, I use the dice method because I don't have hundreds of entrants. So I'm using a couple of those big gaming dice. My son got me on those. I think I got my first one at the con in Raleigh. I went to with my son. Stretching my neck. Just natural stretch. I'm not giving it extra. Nice shave. Nice shave with this thing. This razor really is smooth and nice. It is only more middle of the road. It's not mild. It's more mid-level shave, but smooth and nice, predictable. It's not a. In fact, I use the regular Twig for when I make my mustache, just kind of half, a little pencil style mustache. Then I get above that with one of these because it works so well. Yeah, it does a nice, this is a nice close and comfortable shave. I am enjoying this shave. I'll say it again, if you're not enjoying your shave, then something's wrong. You got wrong equipment, you got wrong software, something. Something's not wrong, wrong technique, something. So yeah, watch the videos. We'll get you straightened out. And like me and the others too, we invite the questions, especially if you're a beginner. Get you help started and whatever. So give you some tips and tricks to make sure you're not hurting yourself and you're doing it right and you're getting proper angles, things like that. So let me wet the, we're going to do a little buffing pass. So I'm going to wet the neck with just water. Up here, I get along here. Oops, yeah, right there too, I feel it. So that's just water. It livens up the shave cream. I'm going to go right along the ear edge here. And tight, there we go. Good jawline. How's that jawline? Get it right there, I need it. Well, there we go. Got that. Yeah, that was a spot. I got it. And right up by the ear. There. Okay, there's that. Now the other side. Of course, this is my offhand side, so there's always a little bit more that needs it than on the strong arm side. Of course, obviously I'm left-handed, so the other's my left side. Being left-handed, I like to notice how many of the shavers online are left-handed. This is Shaving with Rudd. Rudd is left-handed, I noticed too. I like him. He's so deadpan. He's hilarious. I haven't watched him in probably months, but it's time to start watching him again. But he's a fun guy to watch. All right, that feels good. Let me pause and wash up. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Just washed off the face with a warm washcloth, and of course, washed the equipment. It's over here on my left. It's on the countertop drying. My spoon, my razor, my brush are all over there drying. Turn on the cold water here for the tap. Get a couple of splashes of cold water here to help tighten up the pores a bit. Okay, there's that. Let's not cover up the microphone. Oh, little sting right there. Okay. Little sting right there. Okay, a couple of stings here and there. It's like putting the aftershave on afterwards. You know, that sting you get from the alcohol-based aftershaves. I'm just doing it with a stick instead, of the alum. And that way, I say, if I do this, I don't need to do the aftershave if I don't want to. I'm going to because I like it, but I don't have to because I've just sealed everything up, done the antiseptic part of shaving, which is important, so you don't get any kind of infections or anything because you didn't, clean things up well. Especially having pre-washed your face, I really highly recommend either an alcohol-based aftershave or an alum stick like I have. That alum stick was $10, $12 at most. It'll last me like 2 years. It lasts a while. But I shave, 4 times a week. That's what I shave. Except on vacation, and I'm shaving full 7 days a week when I'm on vacation, which I got one coming up here. I got to use up some carryover vacation from last year. I usually save it on purpose just to make sure in case I'm sick, I've got that buffer of time, at the end of the year, just in case. And if I don't, then it carries over and I use it as vacation time to do work on the house. So yeah, that's coming up here in a few weeks. That feels good. Now, the aftershave of the day is Sterling Arance Mandarin. So a little citrusy thing here. I had the woodsy soap, which was very nice. And I'm going to give it a little sweet mandarin-ish scent afterwards, being generous with it there too. A little $8 sample from Sterling. And then go on sale. Oh yeah, still getting the sting out of that. That's one of those Ken Sheriff stings. Alrighty. Another guy to enjoy. Of course, he's got a huge channel, Ken Sheriff. He's just such a nice guy. And watching his videos, he's very informative, and of course, he gets lots of stuff from people. So you get exposed to a lot of stuff, which is kind of neat. So I do recommend him as well. I like to watching, particularly the small channels, especially since I'm a small channel. I like to watch those, but I like seeing some of the big channels too are fun to watch because of what they can show us. Alrighty, so there you go. So I'm all finished up there. Feeling good, close, comfortable shave. Comfortable. And smelling good now too as well. Ready to face the day. Today is going to be starting my taxes. Yeah, hooray. So I'll be doing that today and picking up sticks out in the yard, branches that fell down from all the high winds and storms we had this previous week. So fickle weather here in North Carolina right now. Going to be like mid-70s here in central North Carolina, and tomorrow's going to be high at 60. And where last week it went to like 30s to 50s. It's like it was all over the place. So that's what today is. So yeah, so hope you are able to have a nice shave today and get out and enjoy and take care of your yard. And with that, please like and subscribe and go with God.